Just found out where we're headed after Des Moines.
Please tell me any place but West Texas.
What is going on? It is Wednesday. We're here enjoying our last week before I have to get going back to work, and I actually just found out where we are going to be heading. So I'm going to give Liz the news here and tell her where we're headed next. So I got some news. Just found out where we're headed after Des Moines.
Where are we going?
Guess.
Please tell me any place but West Texas.
No, we're actually going back to Colorado, Fort Collins.
Are we?
Yes.
That's exciting. I love Colorado. It's very green there.
Well, now we have to find a place to stay. Leave Monday.
Awesome.
All right, so as you heard, I broke the news to Liz that we are now heading to Fort Collins. For those that don't know, I'm a catastrophe auto adjuster, so I inspect vehicles that get hit with hail. Again, it's Wednesday. I'm supposed to be reporting by Tuesday morning, and it's probably about a 10 or 12 hour drive. We need to find a place, which is one of our challenges with full-time RVing and working a remote job like myself. So we thought we'd kind of take you through that journey that we have every time that we find out about the new place that we're going to go and some of the challenges that we face.
Well, I think it's ironic that we're heading to Colorado. 1 year ago, we had taken our very first travel trailer on like a trial run because we weren't sure if we wanted to even full-time RV, and the best way to do it is to just kind of take a trailer, an RV for a week or two and just kind of get a taste of it. So we did that last year. We had our travel trailer and we were on our way back to Arizona. They rerouted us to Denver, and I remember when we were in Denver, we could not find an RV park.
It was the 4th of July weekend.
Yeah, everything was sold out because of the holiday. So when Casey told me we were heading to Fort Collins, the first thing I thought of was, I sure hope we can find an RV park. And that's just kind of our life, what we have to deal with when his job is dictating where we travel to.
So what we first do, I simply just go to Google and do RV parks. Fort Collins is what I'm looking up right now. There's a few other apps that we like to use.
I usually go to RV Parky, All Stays. I tried Boondockers Welcome because sometimes you can find somebody with land that will let you stay on their property. I always look for KOAs, especially because his company puts us up in an RV park or hotel. I always think we might as well do KOAs. You accumulate points, and then down the road when we don't have his company to pay for our RV spot, we would have enough points to hopefully get like a free night.
Kind of like a hotel points system. I mean, all the big hotel chains do the same thing. Campgrounds of America has a similar one. So if you find yourself traveling a lot for work and your business is actually paying for it, it's a good option. Again, you can accumulate some points. It's nothing crazy.
Not only have to find a spot in Fort Collins, we definitely need to find a spot in between that we can stop at. So we're actually Harvest Host members. We have to yet use it because it just hasn't worked out yet. But I know there are a couple Harvest Hosts along.
It'd be I-80,
Yeah.
Interstate 80.
So
west from Iowa.
Yeah, there's a couple Harvest Hosts in Nebraska, so we might end up calling some of those just to see if they have a spot just for one night when we're on our way to Fort Collins. And what would be really nice is if we could stay at Thousand Trails, because we did purchase the elite membership for Thousand Trails, and we will do a separate video all about reasons why we didn't just buy the camping package. We bought the actual membership, the lifetime membership for all the all the Thousand Trails. Fortunately, there's none in Colorado, so that one is not one that we can use. Here we are, we just start Googling, looking at, KOAs, and then we start calling.
Hi there. I was just wondering if you had any availability starting next Monday for 3 weeks.
No. No way. No matter even what you're trying to find, either any RV site or even a cab. Probably sometime in August.
Well, there you have it. So plan B, which is going to have to be dropping off our trailer about an hour east of Denver, about 45 minutes to an hour. We have to find a hotel that will accept our animals and that we can stay at for 20 nights. We just got done looking at Hilton, Marriott, and IHG properties. There's a Holiday Inn Express with a standard room.
I do not want to do that. That would be like downsizing from our RV. That's like a regular hotel room. We won't have a refrigerator. Well, maybe a micro fridge. No kitchen. Like that's what I don't want to stay in that.
There's a couple places here that say sold out that are your extended stays, so I'm gonna just call and see what we can't get done. Hello, my name is Casey. I'm an adjuster coming in for the hailstorm. I'm trying to see if you guys have a room available. Just got done leaving 2 voicemails actually. One for, they're both Hilton properties, but they are extended stays, which would include a kitchen and whatnot. I've had it before where they've said sold out online and I call and they have a room, so we'll see what happens.
That's literally our only option.
This is Kendra calling from the Homeless Booth here in Fort Collins, but we definitely do have room available for you for that time range in Monday.
Well, so much for going to Fort Collins. I have to go to Spearfish, South Dakota.
Where on earth is that?
It's at Rapid City, but where we live, our home. But yeah, it's only going to be for probably a week or so. Plan C.
What an eventful week for us. Wednesday we found out we were going to Fort Collins, took all that time to try to find an RV park or a hotel. Finally found it, figured out our plan. Casey's boss calls. Instead of Fort Collins, he's getting sent to Spearfish, South Dakota. We had to decide if it was going to be worth it for me to travel with. Because he's only going to be there for about 5 days, we decided it just wasn't worth to pull the RV all the way to Spearfish, South Dakota for 5 days, and then with the possibility where he might come back down to Iowa and work here for the rest of his 3-week tour. I just got back from the office here at Timberline Campground where we've been staying for almost 2 months. Our month is up on the 21st, this coming Sunday. When Casey comes back from South Dakota, I wanted to make sure that they did indeed have a spot for us because obviously you can see it's a challenge. RV parks get full during the summertime. They do have a spot for us for the remainder of his tour if his boss decides to keep him here around Des Moines, which is very comforting knowing that we wouldn't have to have the stress of trying to find another RV park here. Casey is going to take off. He's going to go to South Dakota and then he'll be back. In the meantime, it's going to give me more time to go out and bike around Iowa because we just love all the trails that are around here. And then we also wanted to do a campground review, which we have not done a campground review for. The campground is beautiful and they're actually expanding and they're going to be adding more sites. So we really wanted to share that with everyone. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell button so you can get notified when we release new videos. And then if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. We wanted to kind of document our process of RV life and how working a corporate job has its pros and cons. And one of the cons would be we don't have much time to get to our next destination or find a campground or campsite for when Casey works in different cities. So once again, we're the Freeway Flippers. Catch you on the flip.